Alright, it's day number 45 of my talk in front of the camera, trying to enhance my ability to speak English and just improve my colloquial English. So now I got like tremendously motivation to study, to learn something, because I have just watched a video by Volka, and I know, like, I guess everyone knows him because it's pretty fresh YouTuber, but he's getting a lot of views because he's doing pretty great content, like comprehensible input, and that's really cool. And so I have just watched his video when he answered questions, and he said that he managed to achieve from A2 to C1 level of Spanish in 5 months. Just can you imagine, from A2 to C1 in 5 months? To be honest, that sounds impossible, because in my case, for example, I don't think that I have B2 level. I guess I have like B1 plus, probably beginning of B2 level. But for example, let's imagine if I had B2 level of English, I guess I wouldn't be able to achieve C1 in 5 months. So I mean, if I'd like to improve only one level of English, I wouldn't be able to do it in 5 months, but that guy managed to learn from A2 to C1 in 5 months. So it's for real sounds crazy. So I really got inspired by that, and now I want to record this video about IELTS questions. By the way, today I'm answering IELTS questions and continue studying a lot, because I don't know, when I hear that it's possible to learn languages so fast, I want to implement it in my life. All right, so let's get started um, without anything else. So today I'm gonna talk about websites and internet usage. What's that usage? All right, it's kind of use, but usage of internet. Alright, let's talk about websites and internet use. What kind of websites do you often visit? Probably the most, I guess that oftentimes I use like YouTube, DeepL, and ChatGPT. It's three the most visitable sites in my case. Because I use it to study. Also, I can use YouTube to watch something else. And to be honest, I have a lot of websites that I use to study, that I use to watch movies, to watch some content, to general to study. But those three are the most common in my case. What is your favorite website and why? I guess that ChatGPT is, I don't know, it's kind of an application at the same time website, but I can call it as website. No, I wanted to say ChatGPT, but I thought and I realized that probably YouTube, because due to YouTube, I'm able to watch everything I want, like engaging content, and also I can study a lot. There are a bunch of videos that are able to everyone to study, not only to study, like each topic you wish to learn, you are able to do it in YouTube. But also I really like ChatGPT because it provides me a lot of abilities to also get known about everything I want. All right, how much time do you usually spend on websites every day? I don't count it, so I don't know. I guess like about 5 hours, to be honest. I spend working with ChatGPT, watching YouTube, not only studying but also engaging content, and checking another. For example, I have a website when I can write my text in English, and then each word, each sentence that isn't grammatically correct, it offers me to improve somehow. And it's really cool because when I'm writing, I can at the same time check what's wrong and remember these mistakes and not to do them again. And like this, some books, I have like websites with some books, so there are a lot of websites, and I guess about 5 hours I spend it every single day. It's I mean Not in the middle. Fuck. On average, of course. Alright, it's like on average I use per day 5 hours about, I guess. Alright, I got interrupted, so let's move next. Have the websites you use changed over the past few years? Um, I don't know, because yeah, definitely changed, because for example, several years ago I studied to become a lawyer, and I just had websites that taught me something about how to become lawyer, like some rules and something like this. So I had a lot of books that I had that I needed to read, and I didn't study those languages in that time. So yeah, definitely it changed, and it changed tremendously, because previously I didn't use those sites, and yeah, of course it changed. So, what kind of websites are popular in your country nowadays? I don't know. Like, I know that there are Netflix that is definitely popular to watch movies. I guess even ChatGPT, because AI nowadays are pretty famous, and a lot of people interested in it. So, I guess like ChatGPT, Netflix, and I don't know. Probably that's all. Do you prefer using website for work, study, or en- entertainment? All right. Um, I guess I just prefer to use websites to study, because I have about 20 different websites, probably a bit more. It's only to study English. I have also about 10, 12 to study French. And yeah, mostly it's like for studying, to be honest. For entertainment, I also have something like when I want to find some clothes, when I'm looking for some clothes, when I wanted to play chess, for example, something like this. I'm also using different websites, but generally I'm using it for study mostly. Right, it's pretty hard during the weekends to record those videos without interruption. So let me move next, like to part two, and I have to describe a website that I find useful. You should say what the website is, how often you visit it, what you use it for, and explain why you find this website useful. So in my case, probably I'm going to talk about ChatGPT. Generally, I like nowadays AI when I have an ability to make when I have some text and I have an ability to make this test as real when someone like speak it, and it sounds pretty natural even. But for example, ChatGPT is very useful for studying, for job. It can provide you a lot of abilities to know to learn about a lot of things in any language you need, in any format you wish. So I guess it's for real one of the best opportunities nowadays to learn everything you want without any problem. Of course, it can't replace like speaking, listening, but at least you can read and execute some exercises due to ChatGPT, and it's very useful. That's why in my case I find it very uh, interesting even, and useful. So, and I guess in the future I'll use it also, because it allows me to, first of all, by the way, when I learn, for example, English, sometimes I'm not sure that some sentence is right. I can write it to ChatGPT and he is able to correct me. Sometimes when I learn some English words, I'm asking it to provide me French word if it's similar to French. So the ChatGPT is able to do a lot of things to study, to work, and that's why I really like it. Alright, let's move next, part 3 discussion. Let's talk more about technology and online habits. How the websites influence the way people learn nowadays. By the way, this question sounds like I have answered them previously, but all right. Of course, it changed significantly, it influenced significantly because previously to study something you needed to pick up some book, go to the library, find it to study, but nowadays you are able just to open your Google or something else, ChatGPT, and by typing just find what do you need, any information, everything is available, and that's really cool. So everything changed like significantly, and I guess just people don't use it properly because they just rather prefer to play some games, not to develop, and it's a bit sad, but all right. So let's move next. Do you think children should be allowed to browse website freely? Why or why not? All right, we can count the children. It's people that didn't achieve 14 years old, and now I don't think that we should allow them to browse websites freely because they can face with a lot of content that they shouldn't watch. Also, they can see some content as gambling, as casinos. So it influenced them, and as a result, they could have some problems with that. They would like to try it and to play it. So, and there are a lot of things that they can't perceive properly because of their age, their brain isn't enough developed to realize the severity of some problems, but impending problems. For example, when become a gambler, it turned out to be a bad in future. So yeah, they should be restricted. To be honest, I mean children when they browsing different websites. All right, how important is it for businesses to have websites? I guess it's very important because in my case, when I'm looking for clothes, first of all, I can find it on some website. I don't go to the real store. I don't looking for something there. I'm looking for everything due to websites. So if you create your company, if you want that someone know about your product, of course you have to create a website, and it's like indispensable, I guess, for each company who want to be successful. Yeah, also it's a great way to uh, like each time when someone call to you and ask you about something, you can avoid it due to creating website and explanation with a lot of information, and only if the person is interested in buying it, he's calling you or just make an order. All right, what impact do social media websites have on real life communication? Probably we're talking about something like Instagram, TikTok, Discord, like this, and unfortunately, it impacts, but there are some cons and some pros. For example, it's a great ability, as in my case, to communicate with my friends who live in another country, and I can I can stay in touch with them, and I mean, it's a great opportunity to communicate because we can't see in real life. But some of people pursue it otherwise, and the way they have an ability to walk in real life with their friends, or to find some friends in real life, they just don't do it, and they just prefer to use social media to communicate only, and they are avoiding real communication, and it's not really good. So it impacts like and bad and good at the same time. It just depends on the person and how this person decide to use this social media. All right, in your opinion, are websites more useful for young people or older people? Why? I guess it's more useful to younger people, to be honest, because they have more, they are aware better about websites, how to use them, how to find everything. For example, in comparison me to my grandfather, he don't use such quantity of websites as me, because I use a lot. Like I really can study due to those websites, but in case of older people, they if sometimes for them it's hard to understand, and even their brain, for example, in my age, in 19 years age, my brain still develop, but when you are in age, for example, 60 years old or older, it's hard for your brain to perceive information in comparison to young people. So I guess it's more important to young people to develop, to study, and just to become better. All right, do you think people rely too much on websites today? Yeah, probably, yeah, because if in one moment it just disappear, however, I guess it's impossible. Um, we won't be able to get a lot of stuff. For example, a lot of people even order to get food to their home. They don't even go outside to buy something, to prepare some meal. They don't go outside, they just order it. So they fully dependent on websites and on internet. But I guess each of us, like each business, each person rely on it too much. And on the other hand, internet aren't able to uh, just disappear. So it's probably not really bad, but we have to use it wisely. And for example, when we have access to ChatGPT, we should use it for study, and it will be better than just playing games and waste your time. All right, that's all for today. Pretty interesting questions, to be honest. And yeah, today I had pretty interesting topic. So now I'm going to continue studying without video, because I'm so motivated. And yeah, that's all for today, and see you tomorrow.